Hi, my name is Brandy Trio. I am a registered nurse and health and wellness mentor. This week, we're going to talk about something I'm pretty passionate about. We are going to talk about fasting, including my weight loss journey, the health benefits, types of fasting, and more. This is me. I am 45 years old. I'm the mom of 5 kiddos. And I finally decided after years of yo-yo dieting, I learned the secret to losing weight and keeping it off. I just wanted to share something a little more personal about me, so you know I have been on this journey. I have very few pictures of myself after my son was born. After he was about 2 is when I started putting on the weight. He's 19 now. Because I did not want to be in the pictures. I was embarrassed, ashamed, and could not figure out how to get my life turned around. The only reason I have the photo on the left is because that is the start of truly learning the secret to losing weight and keeping it off. And I wanted a comparison photo. I'm now very thankful I have that photo because you wouldn't be able to see the difference as much, I don't feel. I used a combination of 3 things to go from looking like the photo on the left to looking like the photo on the right. The photo on the right was taken last week. First was diet. I followed a low-carb diet. Second was taking supplements, and I just want to say that these are a tool and not a magic cure. And fasting. I promote supplements. I love them. There's a place for them. They help me get to where I am today. The one thing that bothers me about supplements is you hear a lot of people that sell them and they leave out the most important part. No matter what you do, no matter what tool you pick, you need to do your part. I am a supplement queen. If it's out there, I have probably tried it and I have failed. If you are relatively healthy and only looking at losing 5 or 10 pounds, then this might not be what you're looking for. I would say if you are younger and healthy and not dealing with hormonal issues, and it's just a little bit of weight you are trying to lose, I would encourage the age-old, eat less, move more approach. But if you have struggled your entire adult life, if you've tried all the things, if you're tired of trying because nothing is working, then I promise you this is for you. There are over 100 million people dealing with some of the things we are dealing with, and 95% of the people don't even realize they are dealing with hormonal issues. We talked a little about hormonal issues in the video on calories. If you have struggled for a long time with your weight and have more than 10 pounds to lose, and you are doing all the things and nothing's working, then this will work for you. When you eat or drink, your blood sugar goes up. It is how your body fuels you. When your blood sugar goes up, insulin excretion goes up. Insulin's job is to remove sugar from your blood and use it for energy or store it as fat. When you eat, your blood sugar and insulin levels go up. It takes a few hours for them to go back down. If you're always eating or drinking sugary things, your levels stay high and your body stores more fat, and this just keeps you in fat storing mode. If your insulin levels are high all the time, your body needs even more insulin to keep your blood sugar normal, and this is the opposite of what we want. We want to avoid high insulin and needing more of it. So the answer is we need to give our body a break from insulin. There are 3 ways you can do this. They are supplements, diet, and fasting. And this week, we are focusing on fasting. So without further ado, let us dive in. We are going to talk about what fasting is, why fast, types of fasting, does timing matter, potential health benefits, phases of fasting, and reasons to never fast. So what is fasting? Fasting means not eating or drinking for a while. It can last a short or long time. There are many ways to fast, including intermittent fasting, and this means switching between eating and not eating for different amounts of time. Fasting is not the same as starving yourself, and it is not an eating disorder. In this lesson, we are going to focus on intermittent fasting. All right, so why fast? People fast for different reasons. Some people fast for religion or to support a cause. Others fast to improve their health or lose weight. You also need to fast before some medical procedures like surgery or blood tests. There are types of intermittent fasting. There are a few different ways to do intermittent fasting. The most popular three are alternate day fasting, 5-2 fasting, and time-restricted eating. And we'll go a little bit farther into each of those. We'll start with alternate day fasting. Alternate day fasting means eating one day and not eating the next. This can be hard to keep up because you're not eating for a full 24 hours, which can make you very hungry, give you a headache, and make you feel lightheaded. A modified version of this fasting also lets you eat a little bit, like less than 500 calories on your non-eating days, which can make this type a little easier to stick with. 5-2 fasting is a diet type of fasting where you eat normally for 5 days and completely fast, or a modified type where you limit your calories to about 600 calories for 2 days. These 2 days do not have to be in a row. This type of fasting might be easier to stick with because you only have to limit your eating in a modified type or not eat for 2 days a week. It might not work as well as other types of fasting where you have to fast more often. Time-restricted eating. Time-restricted eating, often done as 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating, means, well, eating for 8 hours and not eating for 16 hours. This is popular because it's easy to do and it can help with weight loss. You eat during an 8-hour window and don't eat for 16 hours, most of which you're sleeping. You choose when your eating window is. This is the particular fasting that I do. I actually do more of a 24. Some people skip breakfast and eat between noon and 8 so they can have dinner with others. Others stop eating at 6 p.m. and start again at 10 a.m. the next day. Most experts say to stop eating at least 3 hours before you go to bed. When you're not eating, you can have black tea or coffee, but don't add milk or sugar. Don't eat too much when you are eating. Stick to healthy food because fasting will not work if you eat unhealthy food when you are not fasting. So I usually eat between the hours of 2 and 6 and fast between the hours of 6 p.m. and 2 p.m. Except for on the days I work, I kind of seem to like to indulge in, one of those sugary coffee places. So it's a good thing I don't work every day. Does timing matter? Most people think that how hungry you are depends on how long it's been since you ate, but that is not true. Hunger is controlled by the hormones in your body, and these change throughout the day. Most studies show that people are the least hungry at 8 a.m. and the most hungry at 8 p.m. This is interesting because you haven't eaten for 8+ hours when you wake up, but you're not very hungry. In the evening, you probably just ate, but you're very hungry. So which hormones control hunger? This picture shows which hormones increase at what time of day. I included the names of the hormones on the picture, but they are just included in case you wanted the exact hormones. While we're sleeping around 3 to 4 a.m., some hormones go up to help us wake up soon. These are the growth hormones, melatonin, and prolactin. Then around 6 to 7 a.m., our stress hormones and sex hormones increase, and this happens every day. These hormones prepare our body for the day. They take energy from our stored fat and make it available for our body to use. This is why we're not hungry at 8 a.m. Our body has started waking up and using our own fat for energy, so we don't feel hungry. Fasting may have several health benefits. It can lower the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. It can help you manage type 2 diabetes, reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease, lower the risk of stroke, improve non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, aid in weight loss, decrease stress and inflammation, and prevent energy crashes. There are 6 phases of fasting. So here's what happens when you fast. At first, after a meal, your blood sugar goes up because of the glucose in your blood. If you eat too much sugar, it gets stored as fat. So it's important to keep your blood sugar levels healthy. After 3 hours, your blood sugar starts to go down because insulin helps your cells use the glucose. Insulin is a hormone that controls your blood sugar. After 9 hours, your blood sugar levels stay steady because your body is using stored glucose for energy and not making as much insulin. After 11 hours, your body starts to use stored fat for energy. This is called lipolysis. Your body breaks down fat into fatty acids, which can be used for energy. Your liver might also make ketones, which are an alternative energy source for your brain and other organs. Using fat for energy can help you lose weight and be healthy. After 14 to 16 hours, your body goes into a state called ketosis. You've been fasting for a long time and used up your stored glucose, so your body starts using ketones for energy. The last phase of fasting is autophagy. This starts around 16 hours after eating and is when your cells clean and renew themselves. They break down and recycle parts that are not working well to make way for healthy growth. Autophagy can help your immune system, reduce inflammation, slow aging, and protect against some diseases. Reasons you should never fast. You should not fast if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to get pregnant. If you have type 1 diabetes, if you have an eating disorder, are anxious about your health, or don't like your body, if you are very thin or weak, if you are a female athlete who gets her period, if you have a mental health condition, or you have any other health condition, make sure you check with your doctor. To sum up, fasting can help with weight loss. It can also help people with diabetes. It's important to keep your blood sugar levels healthy to avoid getting diabetes and other health problems. When you fast, your body uses different energy sources like stored glucose and fat. It might also start using ketones for energy, which could be good for some diseases like Alzheimer's. We need to learn more about how ketones affect our health. Always talk to a doctor before starting a new diet or exercise plan. Next week, I have been asked to talk about protein supplements, so that is what we will focus on for next week. I hope you learned about fasting today, and that's all I have. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I hope you have learned something. Thank you.